Hey, nothing to see here once again, guys. It looks like they've just turned the weather machine on Sri Lanka right now. Entire towns are completely underwater overnight. And what a surprise, not one word from the mainstream media. But you know, what's crazy is that Sri Lanka have just announced their smart cities rollout just a few months ago. So let's talk about it. I mean, just look at the footage, you know, this is absolute devastation. Homes are completely gone, roads are ripped apart, families are literally climbing onto rooftops to survive. This is no small flood. Sri Lanka right now is completely drowning. But you know, back in May of 2025, just a few months ago, Sri Lanka's government promoted a brand new plan for smart cities in Sri Lanka. You know, digital infrastructure, controlled grids, AI managed zones and sustainable development, the entire agenda. And now suddenly, you know, the exact same areas that are planned for development are the exact same areas that are now getting the hardest hit. You know, is this a coincidence? Maybe. But when you see the exact same pattern again and again, you've got to start asking the questions, because every time a country pushes a smart city agenda, something like this seems to happen, doesn't it? You know, something that just clears out the land and reshapes the infrastructure or forces people out of old areas and into new planned zones. And every single time, the media go quiet, just like now. Listen, at what point do we start noticing the patterns, you know? At what point do we question why the same cities, the same regions and the same countries keep ending up in crisis right before a major digital overhaul? Look, my heart goes out to the families living through any of these nightmares, you know, the real people that are losing everything whilst the world is told to look the other way. We have to stay awake because the world right now is changing very fast and the timing is getting harder to ignore. So yeah, let's pray for Sri Lanka, please, beautiful people. We need to not ever stop questioning the timing of these coincidences. But obviously, for the sensory reasons, this was all just for entertainment. I love you all, and I'm as fictional as a dinosaur, baby.